Welcome, Professor.
Cerebros.
All right.
We on?
What did he draw? Did it say something? It said something fucked up about me. I know it.
Of course it
What did it
does.
say? Greg's an asshole? Greg's a dick? Fuck Greg.
It's the same
Like, I don't even love that. He's such a dick.
Hey.
He sits on his phone.
Yep.
What phone?
In your
Do
tower.
you see a phone?
Your phone that you just took away?
No. There's no phone.
Welcome to
Oh,
Cerebros. You don't even love me, so don't even pretend like you
No
do.
one loves you more than me. No one.
Tita does.
Tita? Probably
She
yes.
left.
Pretty accurate.
She left
Second.
me.
Tight second is me.
Third, Johnny from Andrew and Frank's. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
My sandwich store, which is going out of business.
So
Remarkably, right after they gave you a sandwich, but you know,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not a joke Johnny would make. Welcome to Cerebros. I'm here with my brother, the Wolf.
That's right.
It's me, Greg, and my old friend,
our ethnic
Jose.
friend.
which we should discuss your new nickname, the Fox. If you like it or you
The
hate
Fox?
it. Father of Axe.
That
Just
would
skip
be
over the A.
FOA
I know it
FOA?
would be,
or folks.
but
or
the X is the
folks.
coolest letter in the FOX.
I'm with it.
True.
Then he's a wolf,
Yes.
and I'm a goat.
So
I've
the
always
fox,
been
the
a
wolf,
goat.
and the goat? I'll take the fox
We're all
over a
animals.
rooster way better.
Yeah,
So
roosters suck.
Rooster do suck.
Rooster's less good.
Yeah.
Okay. How's everybody doing?
Fucking awesome.
9
Getting a
hours of
divorce,
setting up?
Yeah.
Life
Really?
crumbled. Yeah.
You fill it out? Fill out the paperwork?
We're getting the paperwork now.
Nice.
Are you guys going to throw a party?
No.
You
No.
should.
No.
Why not?
Wait, do you mean drinking alone and crying? Then yes.
That's always a
Fucking
party.
Mardi
There's going to be
Gras.
some babes at the barbecue on Sunday.
Thai babes. I was
Ooh.
asking Jose before.
Thai
Asian
babes,
babes.
Do you think there's
Not
gonna be
Thai.
a bunch of-
Definitely not Thai.
I like a little mixed bag.
Mm.
The whole East. Now you could say
I do
the
like
Orient, right?
the Orient.
Yeah, not the people. You can't call the people Oriental. That's
can't
very
call them
offensive.
Oriental.
Someone's told me.
You can say
It
the
is
Oriental
offensive.
Express.
I don't understand why.
The Orient,
Was a
though,
place.
is a place. That you're allowed.
Yeah. Tita always tells me you can't say Oriental, and I always go
About people.
Yes, but it's only offensive if you allow it to be.
I think someone just decided that was offensive because that was always a thing. And no one ever said anything about it until, like, everybody got woke. I'm
So that's
just
what
kidding.
this podcast is about. Welcome
I
to.
love starting it weird.
Welcome to. Welcome
Elena's
to
going to be
deep-
so
the
mad.
dark web podcast where we are. All right, let's get into it, man. Had some news pop up. We had some crazy
Ooh.
things happening here.
Oh,
True.
I think that we may need to change seats. I think not today.
Bolsonaro turned down
Next
the
time.
G7 money.
Stop.
So that's...
All right, see, this is what I was talking about. This is why I told him, don't interrupt me.
Ruby's laughing.
Fucking Joey just wants to get topical. He just wants to date our episodes each
What
time.
did I say?
It's
What did I
fine.
say?
The
What was
Amazon's
the
burning.
discussion
No one cares.
that we had? I said,
Greg,
let's not get
this
7
is your brother.
shots of coffee
You
because
know
you're going to
him.
interrupt me.
You know he's going to do this. Hey,
fine.
Joey, don't play with this.
It's
He
just the-
immediately plays with it.
It's just the lungs of the planet. Fuck
King
me,
of the,
I guess.
King of the dicks. What are we talking about?
D23, baby.
D23.
Just happened.
And
Oh,
then
well,
G7.
before we
Well-
get into D23, we're going to talk about Spider-Man. You don't want to talk about Spider-Man? The rest in peace?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No longer. Spider-Man will no longer be. So if you know,
As of
you're an
now.
avid fan. As of now, Disney and Sony are parting ways. The rights of Spider-Man will no longer be working with Marvel, so that you're not going to see Spider-Man in Marvel movies anymore.
Disgusting.
Right.
It is very upsetting. I did see a great meme.
Yeah.
It was the two cars. It was the Fast and Furious cars.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh,
you know,
I
how
love
they
when they
split
do that.
how they split ways
At the
yeah,
end.
it was
I love
Parker and Scott Summers. What the hell's his name? Stark.
Scott,
I'm
Tony
starting to
Stark.
crash.
He's dead, though. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but what the fuck are they going to do? I mean,
Pretend it didn't happen.
No, because it's not even that it's fine that he's dead, but they can't even reference him anymore. They built him as Uncle Ben.
Yeah, but listen this way.
Now they have to go back to Uncle Ben.
Venom didn't reference anything ever. So
Yeah, and that movie was very medium.
it was all, yeah,
It was a
medium.
great movie for 200002.
it
Yeah,
was
you
a
said that before, yep.
great not Venom monster movie.
Yeah, and I thought Tom Hardy was great,
He was good.
but it was
Tom
the
Hardy's
villain
always
was-
great.
His
That's
New
the
York
thing.
accent was even like, it's good enough.
Yeah, he did.
Weren't they in San Francisco, or did I?
They were in
imagine
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's how little I knew about what was going on.
it? So it was actually an awful accent.
yeah, any type of city, I'm like, oh, it's in New York. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So here's what I hear. I think that they're gonna. I'm holding out hope that they're gonna get it together. How does this?
Yeah.
They will. There's too much money to be made.
So I've got some questions. So here's what we can go on. This is what I wanted to talk about with the Spider-Man stuff is. So what are the best case? I'm gonna give you my best case scenarios, and you guys tell me. Best case scenarios is they build up the Sony universe, and there's so much the Spider-Man stuff. Then we start seeing people like Cardiac and Spider-Verse
Fingers
stuff.
crossed.
They don't. Spider-Man doesn't necessarily need the Avengers,
No.
but
no,
I
no,
do.
no.
But it could be
Spider-Man
fine,
is
but
fucking
it's-
Spider-Man.
But I don't know. I wanted to.
But
to
Sony has
Daredevil.
done little to make me have some faith.
That's my issue.
But they have one card.
Tobey Maguire. I know.
They have two cards. The second card is, I don't know, man. They did knock Into the Spider-Verse out of the park.
Listen,
It's one of the best Marvel movies ever made.
that's crazy to me. I didn't know that Sony had the Spider-Man animated movie rights,
They've got everything Spider-Man.
yeah. So
which
the way
is bonkers.
the way that breaks down, yeah, I think.
But Sony doesn't have the cartoon,
Yeah.
the serialized cartoon.
it was considered
Yes.
a movie though.
Marvel has nothing. Dude, this is what
Yeah.
makes no sense.
No,
This is, hang on,
because
hang on a second.
Deadpool
Hang on.
was on the Spider-Man cartoon.
Let me finish.
So
This is the thing, right? This is what I don't understand. And I wish we had a lawyer to explain this to us. They own everything that they even create. So Miles Morales was created after the deal.
Oh,
So
that's right. We
how
talked about
come
it.
Marvel doesn't own that? Because he was created in a Spider-Man comic. Bendis should have created Miles Morales in an Avengers comic and then just had him show up in...
but his name is still Spider-Man. They have to change his name.
They've never...
Spider Lab.
They've technically never really...
The comic book right now is called Miles Morales Spider-Man,
Sure. Okay, but like you could
I
just...
think they sold like,
and it was in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. Like, what would you consider the Spider-Man universe? Like, yeah, sure, Spider-Man plus family plus villains.
Yeah.
But there are like other auxiliary characters that are somehow roped into that.
You added a few vowels to that word.
Did it? Auxiliary?
Auxiliary.
Yeah.
Auxiliary?
Auxiliary.
Is that weird?
I liked
Auxiliary?
it. I mean, I'll back you on it.
That's a. Is there even a
Auxiliary.
U in the middle?
It's much prettier the way you say it.
Instead of auxiliary.
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 Auxiliary. Oxygen?
Azure.
Why did I say I fucked this whole thing? Go ahead.
Azure.
Auxiliary.
It's all right. Yeah, I just don't know like what other tangential characters rope in. I mean, I guess sure, all the villains plus Spider-Man plus Venom plus Carnage plus I don't know, but yeah,
Hobgoblin
how does
is
that break down?
sick.
Hobgoblin, yeah. Osborn.
No, I know, but like I don't understand how they can create somebody after they bought the deals and then they still get those.
Yeah, because
And
that
if you
would
were Marvel-
seem like the easy way to just be like, sorry, Tom, but we're gonna go with Miles.
But if
Yeah.
you're
And
Marvel-
Disney would love nothing more than to have the Hispanic brown kid to make a whole movie about. They would. I mean, it'd be awesome.
But if you're-
Absolutely.
Disney's all about that.
Yeah.
But if you're Marvel, the minute Bendis creates that character, you just go, okay, but this isn't Spider-Man issue 3. We're just gonna make this the end of an like the end of an
yeah.
Avengers comic,
Yeah.
and then he can come over there later.
Yeah.
Like why the
But
fuck
it wasn't
would
a
you?
thing at the time.
When no, they didn't have the movie rights when the Ultimates came out. What I'm saying is,
I know, but they weren't like also. They weren't owned by Disney yet either. They
Yeah.
were like not doing.
but Marvel
Yeah.
knew this is the thing when that was all
You
happening.
figured that was a backup plan.
They already started putting all their best writers on Avengers and Captain America so that they can build them up to be the next big thing. So why would you ever create anyone that you're just giving away the rights in the comic books? Why create? I wouldn't have ever created it.
Listen, Marvel has done nothing but be terrible at business for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like they go bankrupt like every 3 years until. Am I exaggerating?
Well, not anymore, but
you know,
yeah.
until the Disney thing like happened. They were doing it, and then Disney came in and was like, "Oh, we have billions and billions of dollars. We're just buying everything."
Yeah.
You know, but before that, it was like a literal fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got rid of all the movie rights to everything and did it to 19 different fucking people.
Yeah.
Desperate, and they did that to avoid fucking bankruptcy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fucking sad.
They sold their best shit.
But speaking of business, real
They're
quick,
all their shit. All their shit.
let's just talk about the business deal itself and why it went sour. Like, so Sony puts up. Was it one? They don't put any of the costs. Is that what it was? A Disney.
What I thought I heard, but it's all bullshit because no one really knows the actual facts.
Right.
Was that Marvel was getting like 5%, but
Of the
Sony
of the
was
sale.
doing everything.
And they got Feige to produce for Sony.
I love that.
There's
yeah,
like Feige.
and then he wasn't.
What is
getting
it, Feige?
executive- Feige? I don't
It's
know.
Feige, but
Feige.
Is it Feige?
it's like your auxiliary.
I hate his face.
really?
You ever look at him? He looks
Very
like
generic.
a fucking asshole. I'm sure he's great. He's
I
clearly
think he
very
looks
talented.
handsome
God
and would
bless
love
him.
to work for him.
God bless him.
No, I'm sure he's
I would
fantastic.
watch.
I just call him Phage, like it's beige.
Phage.
I like Phage
I thought
too.
Phage is
Phage.
That's so much.
Or
Kevin
Phage.
Phage.
Yeah, I think it was that they were getting 5% or something, but they wanted to go
Yeah.
50-50, and they were
That's
like,
a big leap.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's what
it
happened.
was.
Balls.
Disney
leap.
came back flexing.
But that's what it is. So Sony fronted all the costs. Disney only got 5%, but got to use Spidey in their movies.
Yeah.
And then now Disney was like, "How about this? We split the cost halfway. We also take half the take." And then Sony was like, "No."
But here's the thing about that, right?
Right.
It sucks. One, so I kind of respect Sony for being like, yo, fuck off. But
Yo, Sony's no slouch. You got to understand, Sony's got that tech money. Sony's
Yeah,
big
yeah.
maker is not the movies.
Yeah, but
That's
they
a
don't-
lot. But like, Sony's got all that CD player money and shit.
That's all.
They're making them flat screens, dog.
They got mini disc money still.
Yeah, they're still getting that Walkman money. Yeah,
But that's why the movies suck though, because they're just like, whatever. We'll just cut ties here. We're making this fucking MP3 player. It's fine.
yeah, no, PlayStation's doing great. We're
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's right. They got all that PlayStation money.
PlayStation money.
Yeah, but what I read was that they might end up, because their movie department is doing well, they might end up selling that shit. That's might end up what ends up happening, and if they sell it, the rights go back to Marvel. So what probably is going to happen is they're probably, unless they make a ton of money off Spider-Man, they're going to lose the rights. They're going to sell off their movie properties, and then Marvel's going to have to be like, "Fuck, we wrote him out of this 10 years ago."
This is what.
and
This
no
is
one
what's
cares again.
This is what's actually going to happen. Disney's going to go to Universal, be like, "Listen, dogs, you've been fucking up on this Hulk shit, but we're going to let it slide. Go buy Sony real quick. When you get that, we're going to buy your ass and get all our shit back under one roof."
Man, yeah, it's gonna be. It's
Don't
tough.
get me like, that Universal thing drives me so
Nothing
crazy.
makes any sense
Yeah.
with that.
Because you know what drives me the craziest? Because if I was in charge of Universal and the only property I had was the fucking Hulk,
Yeah.
it don't make a fucking difference. I would do Hulk versus Godzilla first fucking movie.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck not? Everyone would go, "That's fucking batshit crazy." Opening night, $19 billion.
no question.
Hulk versus Godzilla, because that's all they got.
Yeah.
Hulk versus like
Big monster.
yeah, big monster! Whoa, come on! King Kong. They have all the big monsters and all the little Hulk versus Frankenstein. Do it. Universal's got all that
The
shit.
first emotional Hulk movie.
Yeah, Hulk versus Dracula.
Yeah.
Like, why? Just be stupid with it.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
go
weird.
watch that shit.
Yeah, man, it's a bummer. It sucks because like there's pieces of both that I go, I get it, and then there's pieces of both sides that I go, you're a piece of shit.
Well, that's the thing, right? My fear is like I'm afraid for Disney because they're going to become monsters. But I don't want
You're
Disney
already
to.
a fucking monster.
I don't
It's
want
really
Disney
bad.
to own the world. I just want
No.
Disney to own Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Shut them down on everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you already see that shit too. Because you got all these comic book creators and stuff on Twitter
Yeah.
telling you how great that the Star Wars movies are and how great all this shit is, and it's like, no, that shit sucks. You're just afraid for your job because you want to
Right.
work there one day. I
Of
know you don't
course.
like that shit.
Yeah.
Like people who write good shit, like, oh, the Star Wars. Shut the fuck up, dog.
Disney should
Just
be
say
like,
nothing, you fucking shill.
Disney should just be like, yeah, we'll trade you Spider-Man for Han Solo. You know, do one of those. I'll give you ESPN for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yo, in a
Take it.
second.
You want
in a
ESPN?
second.
We'll take it.
We'll give you-
ESPN SNY.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll give
Spinoni.
you ESPN 3 for Craven.
We'll give you the Ocho.
Yo, look, walk into that room, pick any princess you want.
Yeah.
Like a whorehouse.
We're going to give you one. We're going to give you one.
You want the mermaid?
Yeah.
You want
not
the Indian
Moana,
one?
not Moana, not Frozen, but any of the other ones you can have.
Yeah.
That's great.
Don't touch Leonardo, not touching Leia. What?
Yeah.
We'll rent out James Bond to you
Yeah.
for a movie. One
Do they
movie.
have Bond too?
They must.
Disney's
James
got
Bond.
Bond?
So here's the crazy thing: Spider-Man: Far From Home replaced James Bond as the #1 Sony movie of all time,
Oh.
and so that's what happened. So
Sony has the James Bond
Sony's
movies.
James Bond.
Which means nothing.
Yo,
I mean,
those,
no,
fuck off. James
was it
Bond's
Skyfall? I think
movies make a
Skyfall-
butt ton of money.
Sure.
Skyfall was $1 billion.
Wow.
They made $1 billion.
Don't they
Skyfall.
make the Mission
I do like
Impossible
him.
movies?
I don't know.
Sony?
Who cares?
Those movies make a
I've
buttload of money too.
Never watched a Mission Impossible and understood what was going on.
You don't
Yeah.
have to. It's Tom Cruise dangling off a fucking
Exactly.
airplane and
The-
fucking Simon
yeah.
Pegg getting blown up and
Yeah.
shit. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch Tom Cruise almost kill himself in a mission I don't understand.
You play that dun 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 dun.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
does
in.
get me. That
All
does get
Mission
me.
Impossible is just seeing someone who's got like crippling like adrenaline addiction, who's just like just turn on the camera. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna fight this wolf. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, dude, you're 55.
He's
Yeah.
so fucking old.
It
But you
sucks,
got
man.
that Scientology fucking magic.
Scientology magic.
How do you even bring Sony into Venom, like Spider-Man into Venom now?
I already fixed it. You want to know how?
Yes.
All right.
This is how you do it. Boom. You got your Spider-Man, you got your fucking Venom. Some fucking reason, and I like the animated series when Jonah Jameson's son comes back with the airplane and the Venom symbiote.
Oh, yeah, that makes the most sense.
So we're going to say Jonah Jameson's son's come back with the thing, and in the explosion, one of the symbiotes got attached. Spider-Man gets the symbiote. You just run it as symbiote Spider-Man. Meanwhile, you got Venom, who's been interviewing.
Wait a minute.
Wait, you got Venom.
I'm excited for you.
I know, but bear with me because you're gonna like this even more.
I already love it.
You're the one I thought of.
I know where you're going, and I'm already
Tom
there.
Hardy's been he's been interviewing Cletus and shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, because that
yeah.
happens. So all of a sudden, Tom Hardy sees this symbiote Spider-Man thing, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I got to check this shit out."
Yeah.
He goes back over there. Cletus escapes, right?
Okay.
Cletus escapes and goes, I want this Hardy guy. Cletus follows him to New
Wait,
York.
who's Hardy?
Hold on.
Hardy is Venom. When I say
Oh,
Tom Hardy,
Eddie
yeah.
Brock.
But
Eddie
also,
Brock.
Cletus is
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not old.
Carnage.
He's not old enough, I would say.
So Cletus, for whatever in their back and forth, because Eddie Brock's is going to be flexing on
Sure.
Cletus, So he comes to fucking kill him to New York. Chases him there. Eddie and Spider-Man, they got to mix it up because you need to have your Venom versus Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Cletus starts fucking killing people in New York,
Stabbing him up.
Right? Spider-Man thinks it's Venom. Venom thinks it's Spider-Man because bodies are dropping all over the place. Last thing, the fight stops. However, blah, blah, blah. The symbiote is trying to get back to Spider-Man because they of course, they have to take it off. The videos, while they're doing the whole thing, Cletus catches up. Cletus gets that symbiote. Cletus is Carnage.
So there's two symbiotes.
Venom has his symbiote.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you're saying
whole
that the
time.
one that's on Spider-Man eventually makes it to Cletus.
The one that was
Yes, the evil
So
one.
instead of
Yes.
Spider-Man symbiote becoming Venom, Spider-Man symbiote becomes Carnage. Because that way you can keep the Venom movie as it is.
Right.
Everything just comes back
Yes.
together. You get really good Venom versus Spider-Man to start. Then it ends with Spider-Man. Actually, you won't even have to do it till the second movie. But you could get one good, solid Carnage versus Venom versus Spider-Man.
Let me jump in and you explain if this is exactly what you just said, because
Right.
I'm going to tell you what I think.
I know, I jumbled a lot.
You need to tell me if it's exactly what you said.
Okay.
So that Venom from the movie we saw,
Yeah.
that's good Venom. Stays with Eddie Brock,
Yeah.
becomes Eddie Brock, right? Separate Venom comes in. That's what joins on to Spider-Man. That's
That
the
comes
one.
in
hang
on the plane,
Let,
yeah.
me, let me say my thing. Because I think it's separate, and we'll get stop at the end. Good Venom's hanging out with Eddie Brock,
Yeah.
right? Bad Venom gets onto Spider-Man. That's the one that starts turning him evil.
Tainting Tom Hardy.
Yes.
What? No.
Tainting Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Tom Holland.
Right.
Yeah, Peter Parker fights that Venom, gets rid of it,
Yes.
or whatever,
Yeah.
becomes Cletus. I was going to say maybe goes to Carnage or becomes Flash Thompson. That's how you now, because I always wanted two Venoms. I want Eddie Brock Venom, and I want Agent Venom. So I always wanted those two.
So you're saying that Carnage gets defeated,
That's
loses the symbiote, and then it goes to Flash, and that's like the stinger?
Becomes the we'd have to do something because one.
Well, no, because
we
how does
need-
Cletus get the fucking symbiote?
Here's why. Here's how. Real Venom, Eddie Brock Venom, combines with bad Venom for a second. And I'm
They did that in the first
improvising.
movie, so it's not unprecedented.
Yeah, he combines for a moment, right? So now he's got good and bad Venom on Peter Parker, right? Good. Wait, good.
listening.
Here's why. Here's where I'm going to a very specific place.
Right.
They split. One goes to Carnage, the other one goes back to Eddie Brock. But because of the fight and the internal thing, keeps the spider on his chest. That's how we get the spider back to good Venom, because you want the
so
spider
you want
on
that
the
white
chest.
logo.
So he's got to cling on to the good Venom has to have the spider on his chest and it has to go back to Eddie Brock. Bad Venom has to stay on go to Cletus.
That story's lame, though.
What I just said?
It's like
You just called me
convoluted.
lame.
No, I know, but listen, I want to make it
I'm
very
going to get
clear.
my WGA card and show you who's lame.
No, but here's the thing.
The microphone you're speaking into was paid from writers' money. Lame.
Greg F. Stone, PGA.
No. Let me
WGA, Writers Guild Association.
let me be 1,000% clear.
Yes.
I 100% want the spider on Venom.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree fully.
There's got to be some.
Agent Venom is my probably number one character design favorite of the last 10, 15
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
I
Awesome.
love Agent Venom. I
Yeah.
love the comic. I love the design.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I want
Yeah.
both at the same
But they're-
time.
But
Yeah.
no, we could come back with that. Like we could
Sure.
make an Agent Venom like all this shit's going on, and then like Shield or whatever the Sony equivalent comes in, and then you got they in all the fights there's like a little nonsense, or they find the wreckage they've been lurking around the whole
Yeah.
time, and that's how you make an Agent Venom, you know? Because I love this Agent Venom, but I think you could with because plus
Yeah, I mean we can clean this up.
I don't
But I'm
want,
saying we're improvising. What?
I don't want to put some cold water on
Put
this.
cold water.
Currently, the guy who's
in the car he literally referred to himself as I am a huge bag of cold water.
I'm
Oh.
occasionally a bucket of cold
he's like
water.
I am Hydro Man of cold water. Like that's what
Jose
he,
Bucket Challenge. Tell me.
Flash Thompson's currently in the Spider-Man movies, and he's played by that one kid.
that little brown kid.
I know he kind
The
of
Egyptian
sucks,
kid.
Yeah.
but he get hit by
I
a
don't hate
car.
him. You know what? I don't hate
He
him.
was better in the second movie. He was better.
No, he could.
Yeah,
I think
could do
everyone
it.
was
I
better
didn't
in
see
the
the
second
second
movie.
my point is that he's younger. Like Flash
Yeah.
Thompson's younger, so like
He could still get. Here's the thing: they're setting him up because in
I
the
hope
second
so.
movie,
I hope so.
they show that his parents are dicks, and it's like clearly he's going to military school,
and he's gonna lose his
and he's going to go to war. He's going to lose his legs, become Agent Venom. They could
That's dark,
clearly
but
be
yeah.
setting that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that also if you're tweet at us with what you think how you could do it. I like when they tweet at us with
love
what
it.
you would do.
Yeah.
Mountain Mile. What's that guy's
Yeah,
name?
he's
Mountain,
great.
Mountain Moose, Mountain Mounds.
Oh,
and his real name,
He's gonna be so upset.
his Twitter handle. He always has
We love it.
great things. Mountain
he contributes.
moves
We should probably
mountains.
look
Matt
this
moves
up.
mountains.
Matt moves mountains.
Tell us how you
Oh,
would do
yeah,
it. He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
great angles.
Yeah, I love him.
Oh, can I? Do we have more on this? Because I do want to.
What
take
if
Go
maybe
ahead.
what if the
I hate Venom.
what
by
if
the
the
way.
venom that what if the venom that attaches to Spider-Man is like kind of weak from all the shit and
Sure.
the explosion, and then when Venom comes, that symbiote absorbs it trying to get stronger, and that's how you get your blending and your spider thing,
pause? Let me pause.
because Eddie knows how to get it off him and everything.
Yeah.
And that's how it would.
I think I have the fix.
Plus, you get
right?
Tom Hardy without the symbiote, which is something all these actors love. They hate having their face covered.
Oh my God,
I have the
yeah.
fix. I think the fix is the end of the movie. Venom, Eddie Brock's Venom symbiote, combines with Spider-Man because it knows it can actually because it knows it's sick and it's bad, and he knows he can combine with it and share like the goodness stuff. Make
Yeah.
him better that way. Hang on, and then when they separate, now we have two good Venoms. And one goes back to Eddie Brock, and then the next one jumps on the Flash after the credits.
I don't think we need
Great.
to have. I think
But this
we
is
could-
after they kill Carnage.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. I think
guys,
we
you
can
know
do-
you guys are doing right.
What?
You guys are just giving Sony more reason to fucking keep Tom Holland away from us.
But how about what about this?
This
what,
would also happen in
What
Marvel.
about
Yeah.
when Cletus comes? He does something, or maybe the guys that end up doing the Flash
He rapes
Thompson.
it. He rapes it.
Yes, after the
Good.
after the rape,
Yeah.
they do something that
Good.
gets Eddie, but not Venom. Venom goes
What
to
do you mean
Tom-
gets? You need to speak more words.
Gets as in takes. They're
Don't get mad. Just explain it to the crowd.
I'm in a zone. So these guys take Eddie and somehow separate from the symbiote. However they do it, they get him away. The symbiote says, Spider-Man can help me get back to Eddie. He goes on to Spider-Man. They go and save Eddie from wherever, because once Peter has the symbiote, he knows, oh, Eddie's got to...
Call one Venom, call one Carnage.
Yes.
No, I haven't even mentioned Carnage yet.
Oh boy.
I'm saying Eddie gets separated from his symbiote. Okay,
Sure.
the symbiote goes to Peter, knowing that this kid's strong. This kid will help me. You can use the telepathy to tell Peter what's going on. You're already Spider-Man. Help me get Eddie back.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And then maybe when
This
Venom
is like a
symbiote.
deep well.
I don't really
Listen,
understand.
You
when
guys are going nuts.
when
This is
the
great.
okay, so this is what happens. Eddie gets separated from the Venom symbiote.
Yes.
Okay.
That's settled. Yep.
In that thing. That symbiote wants to get back to Eddie desperately.
Sure.
Sees Spider-Man.
Hang on. Pause. Stay right.
This
Don't
is the
move.
fucking most
no.
important
Shut
part.
up. Shut up. I'm going to help you right now. I'm helping everyone.
Oh!
Venom. We're going to do this so you can show me.
Ooh. Okay. Allow it. Allow it.
I
This
will,
is
but
good.
it was like right at
I
the
know.
like.
Well,
like,
who cares? You'll
This
get
is
it.
good.
like a fucking.
Oh, let's see. We've
way
never
more
done this. This
fun.
is
This
this
is
is very on brand for the show.
Yeah. And
I wasn't ready for this. I
great
did
visuals.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Damn it.
Yeah, not the one with that fruity ass white spider. Get that shit out of here. Give me a real
man.
fucking Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
I love when you just get homophobic. in
What
the
was
middle of the podcast.
homophobic?
He's called a fruity ass Spider-Man.
That's got nothing to do with friggin' gay.
With friggin' gay.
This guy has no idea what he's talking about.
All right.
Yes, he's
Okay.
going to do it with
All right, now.
for actual figures.
Sorry. You may want to tune in, but we'll also.
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's
Did you make
lame
that?
ass Carnage.
Did
That's
you make that?
fucking.
Oh, that's Red Goblin?
That's Red Goblin.
Throw that in the garbage right now.
Where's regular? Oh, there he is. Here's Cletus.
Fruity ass Red Goblin.
We really should. Okay, I'm just going to move this camera.
Wait,
No, I'm sitting
All
back
right.
down.
Oh, it's empty. We're good.
I'm sitting back down.
It's empty.
All right, we're good. Are we good? Are we good?
So, like we were saying earlier.
All right, Joey.
All
You're
right,
doing this on
I'm
camera.
Okay. We got Spider-Man.
Okay, that's
Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland.
Yes.
Right?
This is great.
Venom. Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
Carnage Cletus.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So,
Let me get rid of him.
we do the thing like I said before.
No, that's
We do the thing like I said before. There's a symbiote on Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, symbiote
Ed-
Spider-Man. Go ahead. Listening. Oh, hang on. Real quick. Oh, I'm not going to be touchy if I have 7 shots of espresso, but if you even put a comma into something I say, I'm going to rip your head off.
I'm fucking excited. I'm in the
You're
middle
on-
of a goddamn
You are like a
anecdote.
man on crystal meth right now.
I'm going to flip this fucking table over.
You've been crystallized.
Can I go?
I miss you
Can
guys.
I have a go?
I miss
Can
you
I have a
guys.
You
go?
have a go.
I miss you
Okay.
guys.
So,
Go ahead.
the symbiote gets to Earth and it's damaged, it's weak, it goes on Spider-Man.
Okay.
Ba-la-la. So now Tom Holland, he's got a little fruity ass half a symbiote, but it's cool.
Well,
Eddie.
be fruity.
Fruity don't mean gay. I like fruit and I like gay.
Do you have like a guy that looks like Eddie Brock?
Eddie.
Arnold.
Just let Joe go before he flips his head
yeah.
off.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Eddie's in San Fran. He's watching the news because he's a news guy.
Okay.
He sees a symbiote
Where's
on
J. Jonah Jameson? He's like, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? I want to be in this
Okay,
movie.
so J. Jonah Jameson, he's like, oh, my son went to space and he came back. It was so sick. My son's the best because I'm the best.
Okay.
His son,
Don't
who
throw
turns
them
out to
ever
be
again.
Man-Wolf, by the way. You know
Man-Wolf.
that?
I love Man-Wolf. Yeah.
That's J. Jonah Jameson's son. His ship comes back with the symbiote from the explosion over there.
Okay.
All right? That symbiote's a little bit damaged. Spider-Man goes to check it out. Maybe it's a wonky-ass landing. Spider-Man goes, maybe I can help. Maybe I can do something. Right. Boom. Symbiote hops on to Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't know what he's got. It's not really strong, so he doesn't have the telepathy or anything.
Okay.
Here we go. We got a Spider-Man with a symbiote. He's kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Eddie Brock.
You're going so fast and there's no need for
Okay.
it.
No, it's okay.
If
This is
I get
great.
interrupted again, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself on
the
fucking
insurance.
camera.
I'll take the insurance money.
Okay, so Eddie is in San Francisco
Sure.
watching the news.
Yeah.
And he sees this Spider-Man. He goes, I know what that is.
Mhm.
He looks young. I'm going to go to New York and figure out what this
Does
nonsense
he
is.
swing there?
He gets there how he gets there. I don't know. That's not important. Let Feige figure it out. Feige. So Spider-Man, right?
Phage.
Fage
Fage.
comes. So we got Eddie, and he's trying to figure out Spider-Man. Now
Okay.
Spider-Man's got the thing, so he's starting to become
So it's 2 Venoms now.
yeah, so no. We Venom with Eddie Brock and new symbiote from
Yeah.
space on Spider-Man.
Sure.
Spider-Man's low-key starting to become a little bit of a dick.
Yeah, classic.
Right?
He's
Da-da-da-da.
dancing through the streets.
He's dancing. He's
Oh,
doing
God,
he's
no.
like, it's like,
Yes.
you'll get your damn rent when you fix this door,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
So Eddie's over there, okay? So they're trying to work it out, right? So it's like, hey, listen, kid, that's a monster you're wearing. He's like, yo, fuck you, dog. I'm Spider-Man. Blah, blah, blah. They get into a fight. Da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, maybe part of the company or the government that was investigating what happened in Venom is still looking for that Venom, okay?
Okay.
They come. They're trying to get the Venom off Eddie because they know Eddie got it, all right? Something happens where they get Eddie, but not the symbiote.
Okay.
The symbiote is now free,
Uh-huh.
okay? The symbiote wants to get back to Eddie because they're boys. They like each other. The symbiote knows it can't. The symbiote hops onto Tom Holland, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
the Venom symbiote hops onto Tom Holland, immediately wipes out that other crappy one because Venom is much stronger.
Kills?
Like it wipes
Completely
out.
wipes out?
Yes, but hold on.
All right.
It
Clarifying.
okay. So it gets on there and it like boots it out.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Okay. Meanwhile, non-Carnage Cletus,
All right.
who
The face.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're just showing the lights.
can you okay? Non-Carnage Cletus
Yeah.
escapes from
Okay.
San Francisco.
Who was played by
Yes.
Woody Harrelson and
played-
was seen in the stinger
Yes.
of Venom.
in the Stinger of Venom. He's got beef with Eddie Brock because Eddie Brock doesn't give a shit about his life.
We did the expose at the end.
So he comes to New York, starts murdering people. Whatever.
You wrote a bad blog about
Maximum
me.
Carnage.
Exactly. Okay. So the symbiote that was Venom goes on Spider-Man, puts all the thoughts in his head and goes, you got to help me get Eddie. He's secretly a good guy. Spider-Man now understands he is a good guy. He takes it. He goes back, breaks Eddie out. Symbiote goes back to Venom.
Mm-hmm.
He's already Spider-Man, but he's free of the nonsense, realizes, yo, that thing was messing me up.
Mm-hmm.
They go free, and he was like, yo, are you killing all these people? And he's like, no, I'm not killing all these people. And now Venom's on Eddie going, no, it's not Peter Parker. And Peter Parker's like, is it you? And he's like, no, I know it's not you because I had the Venom on. So who the hell was it? Cletus Cassidy is here, and he's been trying to find both these motherfuckers, right?
Yep.
The symbiote that came off of Spider-Man goes on to him.
Sure.
Now he's
so
Carnage.
Cletus was killing on his own before that.
He was out
I
there
see.
trying to get Eddie's attention. He's got like
By just murdering people without a symbiote. Okay, I'm
He's-
sorry.
And he
Yeah,
actually
he's-
got the symbiote's attention.
yeah,
Yes.
well, no, like not even like he's
'Cause that thing's getting-
got a boner for like for Hardy.
Sure.
Sure.
Because Hardy acts unimpressed and everything
hard-on
else,
for Hardy.
and he likes the attention.
Sure.
He's one of those. So now that symbiote that's off finds Cletus kind of sniffing around, you
Sure.
know, hops onto him. And I would do something where like Cletus is covered in blood from like murders and stuff. So the
good.
symbiote
Sure, it takes
like
the red.
drips
Of course,
through
that's
the
cool.
blood, and that's how you get the red thing. Suddenly they're like, wait, if we're not killing these sons of bitches, who's killing these sons of bitches? Cletus
They
is
team
now
up?
Cletus is now super powered.
Yeah.
And he goes on the thing and he's like, Spider-Man, Venom, I don't care who, come get me. I'm a blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We used to be fighting, now we're teaming up.
Always the best.
Ta-da! And then there you go.
And then they get into a fight.
Love it.
And then they win.
And at the end,
At
at
the
the end, the Stinger, he jumps off, goes on to becomes Flash Thompson, Spider-Man.
I would say no. I would say the company that took no.
It's
listen.
okay. No, that's like
The company that took Tom Hardy had enough samples
and brings in Toxin.
and yes, I fucking
Sorry, go ahead.
and gets their Flash. That's where you get your agent
Yeah, I love it.
Flash from.
Love it.
Right,
That's cool.
I mean, that's not really fleshed out, but
No, but that's improvised with action
but it's
figures.
basically
We did that with action
it's
figures.
basically
I
the
don't like the way
way
you touch them.
it's basically the way it happens in the comics,
Yeah.
except it's a little bit tweaked.
Greg, points for bringing out the figures. Joey, extra points for acting it out.
My head hurts.
This is the first time.
Yeah, I wonder why. 6
This
shots of espresso, no water.
Yeah.
So much yelling.
It's not a podcast. It's
so
actually a
much,
documentary on Joey's heart.
so
Yes,
much
yes,
distraction.
yes.
My
Yes.
heart is fine.
Yes, it's Cerebros, a look into Morphan's disease. That's what this podcast
You're
is.
just
Great.
jealous. You're all just so fucking jealous.
I thought it was great. That's good.
Yeah, I loved it.
What is this?
That's a spider bomb. Give it to me. It's one of those.
Why does J. Jonah Jameson got a gun?
you know why? Because guess what figure
Why does
that
he
is?
have hand tattoos?
Guess what figure that is that I swapped the head on.
I have no idea.
Let's see if you can do the math. Let's see who could would
hand
win.
tattoo?
Scorpion.
Sure. Scorpion, has Scorpion ever worn a three-piece suit?
No,
Why
but
did you-
He's got a big ass scorpion tattoo on his arm, though.
Oh, really?
Why did you?
Yeah.
Why
What?
did you give J. Jonah Jameson like a?
He looks like he's about to have a falling down moment. He's
Yeah.
just about
Yeah.
to unload the clip on somebody.
I tell you, when I was a teenager, I was hard as fuck.
Come on, I'll give you some hints. Try to figure out what the original body for that figure is.
the original body.
Look
Also,
at
the whole
hands.
body is original.
Look at the way his hand is posed to see if you can figure out. He is a Marvel character, and it is a Marvel movie character.
Just got that. All right, put it in the camera, Joey.
Oh,
so-
this is no. Black Panther bad guy.
Claw.
Yeah, because I could see the slits.
Ulysses S. Claw.
I see the slits on his arms.
Yes.
Oh, see, I can see that close.
yeah. Here's the head.
Yeah. Show the camera
It's
your
a-
perverse bucket of
Joe
heads.
refuses to show the
Golem.
camera anything professionally.
Yeah,
there
is
you
this
go.
not the camera? Am I crazy?
You do this. Let me show you what you do.
camera- yeah,
You go.
just
So this
go-
guy, and he's going around over here, and I'm like, yeah, man, bring the hands down.
Sorry, I
It's
care.
great. It's
No, I
great.
know you care. It's
Sorry,
so
I
passionate.
care.
That's
No,
great.
no,
No, it was good. We
Sorry
we
about
have
my
visual
enthusiasm.
aids. This is great. We have a lot of Joe.
Also, you really
ideas.
don't think that Archangel looks like Hunter Hearst Helmsley?
Just don't
Well-
point to things off screen. I don't think it does. You'd have to Google it.
It's Triple H's head. Sorry.
Well, maybe I'll hear it, and I think Okay, let's move.
Let's move on. We
on.
just did 33 minutes on Spider-Man. We got no resolution.
Sorry, I'm saving the franchise.
I love it.
Well, for Sony, yeah.
So
Sony ain't know nothing to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Disney stole Star
Nice.
Wars from me and
Nice,
ruined
Greg.
it. So
now we can move on to Star Wars, or I can tell you my Fantastic Four story.
let's not even talk about Star Wars. I'm just gonna get mad. Let's do Fantastic.
Can I tell you
Four.
my Fantastic Four story? It's
Of
going to be a
course,
lot of
Greg.
me talking right now.
Okay, you
Oh,
get
I
the
don't
camera.
Okay,
there.
now
We
what I
just
need,
had
Jose,
Joey
I need
on
you
the
to
camera.
stand up. I need you to get me my thing.
Nah,
fuck it,
what?
leave it. I'll just tell
What
you.
thing?
Who's that?
Oh, Ben Grimm.
Oh,
What?
Ben Grimm.
He can't
Oh,
reach.
Ben
He's too
Grimm.
short. Don't get him because I don't need him.
What do you mean? I'm not too sure. I can get him.
You're too
I want to
short.
see him just every motherfucker.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm doing it.
Do it.
I just don't know if I have the rest of the Fantastic Four.
You got Lil Franklin. I saw. His.
Oh, all I need is him and Reed, and I think Reed should be up there. I don't know if Reed's up there.
I want to see that samurai. Wolverine come.
He's heavy. He's
Knock it
very
all over.
thick. Right? He's a great figure.
Ooh, that's a cool ass thing.
This is the best thing.
Wow, that
Ben
thing
Grimm.
had some Wait.
Yo, when did you get this, dude?
Oh, I got him a while ago. He's probably, I would rank him the #1 Marvel legend.
I
think it's
like the
best
thing
Marvel
before
legend.
this too, but this
Dang,
one's
man,
better.
That one looks awesome.
That's awesome.
Look
He's
at, yeah, good, Joey. Look at that. Great camera.
The Rock's are way rockier. His face is way meaner.
Yeah, that's a really
So
good
I don't
one.
really care. I'm going to tell you my story.
Sure. Do you
And
also
then-
want more figures?
I only need Reed Richards. But
Where's that one?
I actually don't know. Did he fall? Maybe he's one of the ones on that.
The
thing over
ground.
there. Doesn't matter. I don't need Reed.
Use Bullseye. He's kind of like Reed Richards.
I'll just tell you the story.
Go ahead.
I want to pull it up so I make sure I have it right. So I have it
Oh,
correctly.
okay. Notes. Good.
I always take notes. So my big problem. All right, let me just read this real quick. Do a commercial real quick, Joe.
Hi, welcome to Cerebros, brought to you in part by Marvel Legends and this bitchin' kitty litter orange man. Look at all the rocks. Yeah.
Kitty little.
Okay,
kitty little orange
so I got it.
Boom, we're
Oh
back.
boy. All
This is how I write my Fantastic Four comic book.
Hit me.
Greg, you're on the hard cam.
What?
I'm just saying, you just have the camera.
What?
What?
Comic opens. Major Fantastic Four battle. The entire Marvel universe is in. Pay attention to me.
I'm listening.
The entire Marvel universe is getting destroyed by this mutant or monster. Stop kissing the black woman. Okoye?
Love is love.
I can't remember her name. Now she's
She
all
was
shiny
so
and wet.
hot in that movie.
It was
Yeah.
great.
So what are we going to do here? We're going to let me tell my thing, or you going to do your own thing?
You started it.
I did?
Yeah.
How?
You brought the figures down.
I was listening to your story intently because it was so
side?
good.
Whose side are you on, man?
I'm on no one's side.
He's like he's the Joker.
I'm going to
I'm-
disband this podcast.
I am
Wild
I'm gonna
card.
bring on.
wild card, bitches.
Going to do it with Luis Gomez.
Oh, you fucking
He's
prick.
going to just get mad at me.
Go right ahead. That's not what I would do.
So, but I can't
Fantastic.
do it if you're not looking at me, man.
I'm looking at
This
you.
is what I told him with the coffee. What did I say? It fucks your ADD up.
Not mine.
This is
I
just
can't
brother
be
shit.
interested in myself if you're not listening.
All right, go.
Ben Grimm.
No, I'm not doing it.
No,
Big
I
event.
do. Come on.
So the new Star Wars came out. What do you guys think of that Switchblade lightsaber?
Trash. Trash.
Actually, what I'm doing is I'm just going to turn your mic off. No one can hear you now. Do not touch this because no, I had it set, man.
You changed it.
I never touched it because I knew I had it set.
This is hilarious. You guys are 5 years old.
I'm not. We're not 5. I'm an adult. He is an asshole.
I'm living
It's
the
not
dream.
to do with age.
This is me now.
All right, let's just do the podcast you want to do.
No.
Who wants to fight? Finish your snake eyes. No, let Joe talk the whole time.
I'm not even talking. I haven't
You
said
did-
a word.
You did 4 fucking hours on your stupid Venom story, and I was like, "Oh, it sounds good. Oh, yeah, okay, all right, yeah." And then I have to go, and his head's looking in the fucking box.
He's making out with a
Oh no! But then when I get that phone call from Marvel, and they're like, "Do you have anyone you want to write with?" I'm gonna go, "I have no one. I never had
Luis
anyone."
Gomez.
I'll call Luis Gomez and Ben Shapiro. That's who I'm gonna get. Fucking dick. Chaos. Yeah.
Who wins in a fight but his or snake eyes?
No, let's do it. Joe, what do you think? Go on for 4 hours. Oh yeah, no,
my
just
God.
tread water for 4 hours. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, God.
So I want to hear about the Fantastic Four. Your last one was great. I loved your
Oh,
last
you
one.
do?
Yeah, the one with Sentry. That was awesome. I loved it.
Oh.
Remember?
Well, then why were you digging through shit?
I can listen while I look at hot
No,
black.
let me tell you what I
African-American
know about
ladies.
you. I know one thing, because Joe lives his whole life is in shadows. Let me tell you, you never know who his real friends are. You know who his girlfriends are. I don't know if he's my brother. There's nothing you really ever know. But there's one thing you know: he can only pay attention to one thing at a time. That is the only fact that Joe will ever tell
See,
you.
that's the problem. No. I pay attention to everything at once. That's why it seems like I'm not paying attention. And that is why I have so many fake lives.
Fake lies.
Meanwhile,
That's
Greg's
awesome.
reading texts.
No, I'm actually not. I'm just pretending to piss you off because I'm still
I'm
upset.
not pissed off. I don't care about that shit. You do.
All right.
Fantastic Four. Go.
So here's how it starts. World-ending thing is happening. Event. We come right in the middle of it. It's a monster that takes your life force
Cool.
type situation,
Okay.
right?
Cool.
Takes who you are from you, leaving husks of humans and mutants and heroes.
Maybe a
behind.
nihilist, maybe?
No, it's a new. It's a new. It's a
Right.
brand new. It's a brand new. It starts with that way, right? Everyone is getting destroyed. The last person standing is Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm, he can't take his life force because he's all made of rock. And because of something, I still have to work out the detail on that.
No, maybe his specific mutation.
His specific
Yeah.
mutation is that like he can't get it,
Yeah.
right? He punches him out the villain.
No, I love it.
Villain loses all the life forces go back.
It's like a throwaway villain.
It's a very throwaway villain that almost wins. Right. But Ben Grimm almost dies. He saves everyone. Right. End of
I like that a lot, by
That's
the
just
way.
how you open it.
Yeah,
right.
no, I like it.
Reed calls Ben into a room. He says, "I need to talk to you."
Uh-oh.
Right. And Ben's like, "What's up?" And
It's
he goes, "Here's the deal. I can cure you.
Oh.
I can bring you back to being a human. I've always been able to. Listen."
I'm
But-
listening.
Yes, I know. I'm
That's
just saying.
rough.
This gets exciting.
Ooh.
And he goes, "But I have a recorder. He's looking at all alternate dimensions. In every single alternate dimension, every time I've allowed you to be, I've given you this option. This world ends in the battle you just won.
That's cruel.
Right? No. So he
I'm just
goes.
saying it's cruel. It's like, just so you know,
He
I
goes-
can cure you, or you can. Everyone dies.
But he
So
just
it's
won
no,
the battle.
But they just won the battle.
The
So he's
battle's
like, but
over.
Now's the first time that Reed's ever able to be like, now I can actually offer this to you. I can offer you up the chance to become human Ben again for the first time. And then Ben is like, let's do it. Let's do it. He's really excited. And then right as he's about to walk out the room, he looks at Reed and he goes, wait a minute. If I do this, are people still going to die? Like, because I'm not the thing? And Reed goes, yes, but the world won't end. This was the only in
Just
every
regular style.
just people that you will save as the thing won't be saved. And Ben goes, show me, right?
Oh,
so
brutal.
then
This is
Reed
hard.
Reed starts
This is
showing
heavy,
him,
dude.
Yeah, Reed starts showing him
Christ.
all these videos of like, here's because Ben's like, if I'm going to do this, I need to watch it. I need to know whatever.
I need the weight of it all.
I need the weight,
Oof,
right?
ah.
So he's watching it and he's like, to make so he can make the decision.
Yeah.
The last one, Johnny Storm dies.
Oh.
Right? So
You're a bastard.
but he even tries to jump in and save him.
Sure.
But it's a hologram, and he
Yeah.
goes, no, this is an alternate universe. This is just a recording
Yeah.
of all the alternate universes.
Oh, you
and he
big
goes,
orange idiot.
but he goes,
that one's already dead.
and he goes, look, I'm letting you know that this only happened like 5 times out of the thousands of universes. The percentage is very low that Johnny will die, but
In
it does.
our universe, yeah.
Yes, but it does happen in a bunch because you're not there.
Right.
And Ben goes, those odds
Yeah, fuck it.
are too big for me.
Yeah. There's still
Oh.
one bullet in
There's
the chamber.
I love the Ben Grimm focus.
Yeah.
I love
Right?
me the thing.
Yeah, they never give it either of the movies. They
Well-
never do him.
Because
like,
the movies have
super
been
just-
poop.
Well, the thing that always pisses
Hard
me off
poop, yeah.
too is that
They've been a pickle on the street.
two
Yeah.
major.
Pickle.
We saw a pickle on the street.
We
It was
saw a
very
sidewalk
funny.
pickle. Did you see that babe behind
Yeah,
us who was
that's-
laughing at my pickle joke?
I turned. No, she was laughing at my pickle joke.
No, I said,
'Cause I-
watch out, pickle.
No, I turned around and said, "Watch out, pickle."
I think we all
You
had a pickle
choose.
joke.
I said,
Don't say we'll
No,
never
no,
choose.
I
had a
said-
pickle joke now.
I,
had a
s-
pickle joke.
I said, watch out, pickle,
I had a
and
pickle
you
joke.
said that's the second time you saved me from stepping on something.
That was my pickle joke.
I turned around
But
and
my
I said,
that was an addendum to my pickle joke.
I turned around, I looked at her, and I
Dum-dum-dugan?
said, "Baby girl, you look out for that pickle." And
Yeah.
she said, "I'm looking for that pickle."
I thought
and
it-
I said, "Come on
I don't think
down."
none of this happened.
It all
None of this happened.
You didn't see her eyes.
I saw her eyes. They were laughing at my pickle joke.
Sorry. So
It's the third burp. What are you, Anthony? This is a
no,
burp.
my first. He had 7.
I didn't burp
Seven.
once.
He's a burp once. You've
I-
done all
it's
three
on
of them.
video.
We'll have to go back to the video.
We're gonna watch the video.
Okay.
We're going back to the videotape. Anyway,
So-
Ben
So,
Grimm.
come on, let's go.
So they're back.
Yes.
Well, now the two major problems I always had with the Fantastic Four is Reed is one of the smartest people in the world. He could do anything,
Yeah.
but he couldn't cure Ben Grimm. I know there were some comic books where they said like, oh well, maybe Ben subconsciously doesn't want to do what he thinks Alicia will leave him or whatever. No. I like putting the focus on Ben because he's the monster because he chose to be, because he knows what's possibly could happen if he doesn't do that.
Right.
So he's suffering to save other people.
Right.
It builds the character.
You know
right?
what sucks? All of those, and this is just a comment on what you're saying. All of those possibilities only exist because he became the thing. It's twisted.
Yeah, like in
No,
a
no,
weird.
wait, wait,
That's
wait.
a weird way to think about it. Because he's the thing. These things might have had. Like, what's the real
do you mean?
progenitor of what?
So
happened?
if he never became
Never
the
the spaceship.
thing, those potentialities
Sure.
would have never existed.
I'll allow it.
Sure.
Right? That's fucking great.
I know
that's
that's
sick.
my one problem with this. With alternate universe stuff, it's like you really can't do anything. You can't really say what
Yeah.
will ever be.
Yeah.
And I think Reed even says like, look, nothing could happen. You could die tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
we don't really know, but I'm saying 100% of the times in all of the alternate universes, that battle, the world ended.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, that's the one thing that this is the one time
Or
I.
it doesn't have to be 100%.
No,
but
no,
it could be
the
big.
highest
Yeah.
percentage.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
It's most likely that
Notable.
thing was going to happen.
Right.
And when I started to see the other things were adding up to that, I knew it was going to happen. And the ones where I warned you about it before,
Right.
we lost 2. So he's like, he
Right.
just always had this card that he was like, there's a very good potential that this is going to happen. And then when it does happen, okay, go ahead.
I was
Your
gonna say,
question?
can I just throw this in there?
Yeah.
Is there like a chance at like him like going to Beast and be like, Beast, what do you think, man? Should I do this? Because they're both like,
The friends who?
they're both
Ben Grimm, you saying?
yeah. I don't know, because X-Men are coming in.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
they're
know.
both
like
monsters
monsters
of-
that they're
sure.
small. They're locked in.
Sure,
I
we'll
mean,
do
is
whatever.
this
I'll
I
talk
guess-
about it. I'll
I
write
don't
something
know. Maybe
fun
it's
for
too
that.
soft.
I'll write that for
You know what you gotta do, though?
I have one. Please don't steal the thing that
Go
I want
ahead,
to say.
Greg,
it's not-
Greg, nail it. Greg,
Tell
nail
me
it.
I don't need it, so you go ahead. I
There's
can tell
one
you
thing
the
I want,
Greg,
and I
nail it.
wrote it for you.
Okay.
So
Hit
I
it.
don't want it to happen.
Hit it, Greg.
So as at the done, he goes, Reed, he goes, is there anything else you can change me into? Can you do other things? He goes like, yeah, I mean, we can do a bunch. And he goes, how strong could you make me? Cut 2, you see a knock on the door. Bruce Banner opens. He goes, change. And then he knocks out the Hulk. Now puts him down once, just knocks out the Hulk, and then like it's a 24-hour thing. So he was only strong. Here's the thing. Ben Grimm's thing is that he's always had to fight the Hulk and never won. I just want to give him knock him down once. Just give
Steaming
the
with
thing.
anger.
Give
All
him
right.
Joey.
I'll give you one. I'll
Give
give
him
him one.
one.
Steaming with anger.
Let him win once.
One knockout.
Let him knock
yeah.
him out
All right,
once. But it's
maybe.
only a thing.
So-
Like, I can make you stronger for 24
I
hours.
was-
You gotta set that up.
and then the Hulk just goes, "Why did you do that?" Like he's just like, "What the hell?"
You gotta set that up early though. You have to have like
Well, in the
Hulk
battle,
fight.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, in the opening battle, I forgot to say this. In the opening battle, Hulk pushes thing out of the way and he goes, "Out of the way, puny rock man." Like not strong enough,
See?
puny rock
Yeah,
man.
you,
Yeah.
you need
And
that
he
Chekhov's
goes
gun. You need
at
that
the
loaded.
monster,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
monster takes Bruce Banner out.
Right.
Got him.
And then takes everything out.
What I was going to say was, like, this is more just flavor. When Ben walks out of the room, you got to have Johnny Storm there, who was not in the room, like, take a shot at him.
Of course,
Like a
makes fun-
joke, like,
Yeah.
breaks his, like, no, doesn't
What the fuck have you
know.
ever done?
Like, no, doesn't know, like, what was
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, Ben just kind of, like,
he's-
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because
I'm never gonna fuck Alicia for real because I want you to be alive.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, because he clearly can't
Yeah.
have sex. Rock man.
All right.
Can he come?
I don't know that he has a penis.
Can you get friction on a rock?
That's the thing I don't understand.
Yikes.
That's the only thing about the thing I don't understand.
Can he come? Can the thing
come,
Can you call this episode "Can the Thing Come"?
yeah,
Can the
absolutely.
thing come?
There's
I-
zero chance of getting money from this.
I live in a world where the thing doesn't actually have a penis because you would see it.
No, you get everything. Because
No,
he's got everything
because you
else.
don't see it.
He
You would
is
see a
losing
rock
finger.
hard.
He's only got 4
please
fingers.
don't pull the shorts down.
You'd see a rock
Don't
hard
do it.
rock.
God damn
you
it,
can't. It's
Joey.
made of plastic.
Well, no, because that would
Okay.
be. He'd have to have a boner. We'd have to have a battle boner for the seeing it.
And it'd have to stay forever.
What if?
Oh, I
yeah.
hate
What if
that.
he's got like a fishman rock dick that
Hate
kind
that
of
I'm
comes
contributing to
out?
this.
Oh, it's like one of those turtle things.
Yeah, like he's got a
Oh,
rock
I don't
cloaca.
like this. I don't like this at
A
all.
rock cloaca. Where the comes out.
I want to say I like it, but I
It's
don't.
like a volcano when it comes. Yes, sir.
One more.
So painful. Greg, who are you talking to?
No, I'm looking at one more note.
Okay. Sure.
Ben, I
He's
can't
looking
live
up
without
turtle
those- I
penises
can't live without those
right
odds. Yeah. So that's like a little Ben Grimm story that I would want to tell.
Yeah,
If I wrote the
I
comic.
love Ben Grimm.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I wrote
Ben
that
Grimm's
Fantastic
great.
Four movie, and I was like, there's no Ben Grimm realness in this movie. What do I
You kn-
add?
yeah.
And I was like, well, now that's just a Ben Grimm story. It seems like a lot.
Yeah, Ben Grimm is like, it's such a wasted opportunity to not tell any type of like emotional
He's the
story
best.
about him. He's like the one who got it the worst of all of them.
Trapped forever.
Trapped as a rock.
And also, he's your favorite classic hero. He's the
Yeah.
always does the right thing.
yeah.
So great.
Like, yeah, I'm not as smart as these people. Almost
But
any
I
of
got
these
that
people.
heart though.
But
Yeah.
I know what's right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Everybody likes him.
How do you write? My question is, how do you write Johnny Storm? He's the one guy I don't have a story for yet. Because it's like, he's just kind of a cock. I guess he's fine. He's a little brother. He's a little annoying. He's probably too much like me.
You gotta make him like a second place. He's always trying to like, cause Reed's the smartest, Ben's the strongest, and everyone like just thinks he's the best. Like everyone just like adores both of them.
Yeah,
obviously, his sister. You gotta make like I'm personally if I ever did a Fantastic Four thing, I would make Invisible Woman like a doctor, like a medical doctor.
Oh, she is. Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Because she's
Sure.
got like they've made her a genius before, but that doesn't like appeal to me. That seems kind of lame,
Redundant.
I would make her because she's
Right.
got the mom thing. She's the mom of the Marvel universe,
Sure.
right?
She's the curator.
I would make her like a brilliant doctor of some kind,
Sure.
right? So Johnny is
You
her
mean medical doctor? You're saying though.
medical doctor of some. You know what I mean? Like that's her thing. Like that's her. Like,
Well,
she
I
needs
will-
her own thing, and there isn't one.
I will add to that with her powers, being able to do little force fields, you could do so many
Little
surgeries.
surgeries and things like
You know,
that.
cauterized wounds. It
Or,
does
and
add
maybe
to
she
it.
could use her invisible powers to make a kind of X-ray situation. Like she could, you know, like use it-
Absolutely, you can see
Right?
through people's skin. She
Right,
can make people
exactly, and
invisible.
do things like that. But what I'm saying is Johnny Storm, like he comes off like this confident kind of dick because, like, you know, do I have the same heart that Ben Grimm has? Does, like, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of like trying to like play like catch up.
So is he the guy who's
He's
also
overcompensating.
Yeah, so he's a guy who doesn't really believe in himself as much as he pretends.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
know?
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also can go. I love that whenever he goes like supernova, and it's like, oh man, Johnny did the right thing. I always
Yeah.
like my love of Fantastic Four is when Johnny chooses the right thing.
And that was the thing, like in that book when he was trapped by Annihilus.
Yeah.
And he just like kept fighting, like Annihilus was using him as like a battery for his
Yeah.
like Annihilus war engine, and Johnny just kept fighting, and every time he went supernova, he would just get stronger and stronger and stronger.
Johnny Storm keeps on being used as a battery.
Yeah, but like that's what he did. He came back after just fighting for so long to get out of the negative zone, and he did, and he was just like fine. Like it was like Johnny Storm was the hero at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Do you know that the original Human Torch killed Hitler in the comic books?
Yes.
That's awesome.
He's the robot. The
The
android.
robot one. I did
Android
not
Human
fucking
Torch.
know that.
There's so much.
Yeah, it was a really Glorious Bastards situation.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he died how? The Human Torch robot android.
Imagine that. Imagine like you're like Johnny Storm, and they're like, "Well, he did kill Hitler," and he's like, "Yeah, no, it was the,
I didn't do that.
It was the other guy.
The one without the eyes.
I'm only 23."
So, my favorite also is I love whenever they make, because I always look, Reed is the smartest,
Yeah.
but the baddest ass to me is always Sue, because she has.
I love Invisible Woman.
She's my favorite of all four.
Yeah.
She is the Marvel's mother. She is like, you don't fuck with my kids. You don't fuck with my kids.
She's the mom. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
has that force field thing where it's like, wait, she could put force fields in your throat and just fucking make you choke to death.
Yeah.
and
That's
she's
gnarly.
just not.
I did that thing once where when Doctor Doom delivered Valeria, he took a bunch of he took like the placenta or whatever from Invisible Woman.
So Doctor Doom.
And made like an assassin. Like he made like a clone of Invisible Woman that would like turn herself invisible, made like blades kind of like Psylocke but out of the invisible shit.
Yeah.
Which is like a total fucking psychopath.
gnarly,
Like you
gnarly.
know what I mean? Like a complete badass. And then like, you know, that thing was like, well, fuck you. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
kind of goes out on her own, and like he's like obsessed with Invisible Woman because
Wow,
like the
yeah.
family thing, you know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
shit like
of course.
that.
Can I tell you one other part of the story that I forgot?
Yes,
It's not as good as the other one. I moved on from this.
Sure.
But it was a fun thing that I kind of wanted to write, and let me know what you guys think.
We're
I
here.
had this idea that they want the Fantastic Four just can't be everywhere all the time.
Mhm.
So the story starts with this crazy Fantastic Four coming to Earth, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Clearly, they're alternate dimension, classic evil ones.
Ugh.
And Reed just goes, No, I know these guys. They're fine. And everyone's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, I needed to create a Reed to do all this shit far out space. But when he was born, I went, listen, this is who you are. You are a clone of me. You have the choice to not do anything, but this is what you can do. I need you to be out there. And but Reed couldn't function without his family. So he had to create a Sue. And he gave them all. Like, he didn't fuck this up. This
Right.
isn't the I clone you and I go wrong. He goes, I cloned you. You have all these things. You have full choice.
Yeah.
And then
but please still just do this one thing.
but please, like, just be the Fantastic Four somewhere else because I need you out there.
Yeah.
And Sue is like, she's like, I still have this love of my kids. And Reed just goes, and you can visit them anytime.
yeah.
So this is them just coming to be like, hey, look, we just want to check on the kids, you know? And it's like 2 or 3 years later,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, freak out, fucking clone Fantastic Four's here. And Reed's like, no, I'm telling you, they're really just good people. Like they're out there doing Fantastic Four shit out there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I picture Ben Grimm with an eye patch. I always, you got to do the weird thing.
It's sick.
You know?
No, I like it.
Sue's got a goatee.
Yeah. Space is weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's real weird.
I don't know what I want to do with that yet.
Or make them come back with new kids.
That's cool.
Do you know what I mean?
What about alien kids?
Well, no.
Like they raise as their own. Like someone died and they're like, these are
or
our...
what if they go out there and like Sue falls in love with Ben?
Oh, I love that.
Reed falls in love with Johnny.
Ooh.
That's a twist I love.
I know you love that, you big 6 kisses maniac.
Also, I would want to say this in this little thing is that Reed is able to make himself smarter, not because he's able to make his brain bigger by expanding, but because he can make his brain smaller on such a molecular level that the fucking firing neurons can get to each other faster.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the neurons wouldn't count as his flesh.
I don't know if that scientifically makes sense.
No, the neurons don't count as his flesh, so his brain would get smaller. The neurons would remain the same size, and they would go through the smaller brain. The neurons is energy.
I'm too stupid for this.
How do you not? Do you know? Was that
will
difficult
say
to understand?
Because
No, it
neurons are so
wasn't.
small.
There's
Go ahead.
there's actually precedent for that. Albert Einstein.
When are we gonna fucking understand? And I'm a goddamn genius.
God damn it!
When are we just gonna say
Let
it?
me hear what he said. You are. A
He's
genius.
telling me that I'm right.
Greg,
Sure.
you're right. He would be a maniac when we hit it big. He's gonna be a monster.
No, he won't, because when Marvel says, "Greg, do you have a writing partner?" I'm going to remember this episode,
And you're gonna say,
And
"Who's your
say-
brother who knows all about the neurological sciences?"
and I'm going to say Luis Gomez.
That's all right. This episode is now titled
Because you know what?
Luis Gomez.
I'm gonna have my new brother, the Ultimate Warrior. It's gonna be Joe and Joe. Right?
Wow.
It's gonna be Tuesdays with the fucking Wolf.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
calling Josh Fletcher.
It's gonna be Wolf Wednesdays. You can have Josh Fletcher.
Just kidding.
Name drop-a-thon.
Yeah, it's a guy from high school that
Sure.
no one will know.
Wednesdays with the Wolf. Wolf and the Warrior. I like
All
it.
right,
There's a
you're
lot
back
to
in.
do there.
You're back in for now.
That's good.
Yeah, I love the Fantastic Four. I just
We
wanna say.
They're great. They just need to be handled properly.
I know.
I'm
Everyone
excited
who
they're
handles
gonna
them
be.
handles them right.
Who do you think is going to get... Who would you get to direct the movie? Or write the movie? I don't know.
I still want
new-
Krasinski as fucking Reed.
Who
And
am
I
I
don't
going to get
usually
to
go
write
in for
the
that
movie?
shit.
I'm going to write
Outside of
the goddamn
yourself.
movie.
All right.
Or Straczynski.
It's gonna be the
Or
new
Str-
Russos.
Yeah.
It's the Stones.
Yeah,
Stones.
the
There you
Coruzzo
go.
brothers.
Exactly.
Which name are we using? We're
Yeah,
gonna have
which
to
one?
make up a new name.
Well, I need
Don't
one to
rebrand
burn.
right now.
Yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
let me tell you this.
not live. Not live.
Yeah.
The Stone. As soon as some Marvel gives me a job, I go, "My name is Greg Corluzzo. I never was on the Rad Dudecast. I never had a podcast.
That's
burn it."
And that's why you do it, because you got to
It's called a
bail.
burner. Gotta bail.
Because you want to know why my fucking nickname changes every
Why?
6 months? Because sometimes you need that bail bag, and you got to fucking go.
Oh, great. Bail bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Goddamn right.
crippling anxiety.
Look at my pictures over the ages. A lot of hair, no hair, beard, no beard, hood, no hood. Who is he? I don't know. Facial recognition? Fuck y'all. You'll never go find my ass.
I'll break my nose to get away from the cameras.
Absolutely. This fucking giant thing, better
Wow.
without it.
All right.
All right, we have 4 minutes left. Let's ask one big question. I did want to talk about. I'd like to do a who would win in a fight.
Punisher.
No, this is one. This was asked online, which was
Ooh,
Cap versus Wolverine. I know my answer. If whoever wants to go first, but I'm prepared if you want me to go first.
All right. Wait. Well, first, we need parameters. What
Okay, cool. Let's
what
do the parameters.
dictates win?
Okay, so I guess I'll say this, and we can change it if you want. Let's go with the standard. No outside help.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think being able to call in friends is
Sure.
a big benefit.
Right.
Win is, I would say, stopping. It doesn't have to be murdering. It's stopping.
No, because I would say to the death, I'd be more inclined to go Wolverine.
wouldn't.
First knockdown, first knockout, I go Cap every time.
No, I say stop, not knockdown.
But what's
and not
stop?
Because
Okay.
the reason I say that is because the way you kill Wolverine is burying him in cement or,
Yeah, or
driving a
adamantium.
car against the fucking wall, some way that he can no longer
I don't think it
do
could
the
be
thing
to
he can
death.
do.
I don't think it could
And
be to death.
I say not. Here's why I say is because if you stop him, then you get the agents come in and they can lock him up and he can go to jail. He doesn't have to be murdered.
Sure.
He just
Okay, but
has
now
to
you're
be-
talking about in like a story
Just a
respect.
fight.
I'm
Just
thinking like
win in a fight.
the Infinity Games or something where the game master throws two dudes in a ring.
Kind of.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so we have pick. That's the thing is we have to pick. What do you? Well, I
So who would stop? Who would go? I tap. Right?
s-
Like who would lose? Who would go? You win this fight. It's fine.
I say in murder Wolverine wins because he's going to murder and Cap might delay on the murder. But I think go ahead. What are all the parameters? So I say just like it's to the.
I say knockout, knockdown, blah 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 blah. I go Cap.
Yeah.
I do.
I
I'm
think I
sorry.
started Cap too.
no
I
one
love
goes
Wolverine.
Cap. No
I
one
know,
goes.
I know, but think about it this way, right?
Don't tell me you think. I know exactly where I go Cap. The three of us are going Cap.
Oh, this is
Tell
crazy.
me. But yeah.
I
Cap
go
is
Cap.
underrated as a fighter. I feel like.
He's super disciplined. Wolverine, sure, he'll always keep going, and he'll always be like, he'll be like the Black Knight from Monty Python. He'll be like, it's but a flesh wound. Meanwhile, he's like beat to shit on the
Cap
ground
will
by
stay.
Cap.
I agree.
And
Cap
will
will
be like,
stay.
please
in the
stay down.
pocket,
Please stay down.
calm.
Stay in the
Yeah.
pocket. And you know
He'll
what?
stay in the
Can I say
pocket.
one thing?
What?
Low key, I say Cap probably has a Wolverine fight plan.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Because
Of
I
course.
say Cap probably legitimately cares for Wolverine
Oh yeah.
and wants to be like, I might have to take him out so somebody
he
else
knows exactly where to hit him.
doesn't take
Doesn't.
him out.
Or somebody
Because
who's murder people.
He's flipped out 4 times already, and you know, people like the government tried to kill him when Hydra got his brain.
Sure.
Cap is probably like, I'm gonna have to take him out alive at some point.
Yeah.
Cap's probably watching the tape,
Yeah.
going over this shit. He's probably called in Shang-Chi. He's like, what would you do here? You know, I feel like Cap probably has a
And Wolverine does none of this.
yeah, and
Wolverine's just like,
Wolverine.
I'm just gonna.
He loses
can't
his
kill
temper.
me. He
That's
can't
the
kill me.
thing. The
Cap
less
doesn't lose his temper.
That's the thing. Wolverine. The longer it takes him to win, the more frustrated he gets. The
more
more
feral
feral he gets.
Yeah.
You know,
And then the more Captain wins.
and Cap will
Let me
stay.
say- I will-
Cap will stay in the pocket.
Let me
Like
throw
you
this
said.
out though. Captain America knows he's gonna have to rely on that shield because Wolverine's still made of metal.
Pause. Pause you, because we're also not mentioning a major win. One, let's talk about real fighting, right? Cap is bigger.
Yeah.
Cap is stronger.
Yes.
He
Well,
is
yes.
physically
He's
stronger.
He's stronger.
Yes, yes.
Dude,
Stronger.
he can grab him by the arms
Yeah.
and throw his ass.
Yeah.
All Cap has to do is play defense, lure him into a trap.
Wolverine is enhanced strength wise though.
He can't
Yeah.
lift
He's
a car.
not Cap level.
But
But
not
Yeah.
Cap level.
I've never seen Wolverine lose. Also, in the comic book, I've read 3 or 4 Cap versus Wolverine fights.
Sure.
Wolverine only won once, and I
Yeah.
think he just hit him once. I think
Yeah.
and the main factor, and I apologize for going to,
No.
I want to say, heart always wins.
So, but if it's heart always wins, you can't do that because Wolverine, I feel like, has a bigger heart than
Not
Cap.
to fight Cap.
No,
Really?
no. Cap always knows what's right.
Sure, no, but I mean, literally, like Wolverine will be like on the floor. Oh, fuck, I kill you. He'll be like, I'll be like,
There's
like I feel like
Yeah, he does.
I
He
feel
does
like
got a
the
lot of
Wolver-
quitting.
I feel like if Wolverine's gonna win, it's a fluke claw to the rib.
Yeah,
Like,
he
it's
can
gonna
take
be-
that.
and
He can. Cap
But
can take
doesn't
bullets.
He doesn't have healing though.
He'll
Cap
heal.
doesn't have
He
healing.
can
He'll
heal,
heal.
and he can do it.
Not
He's-
not Wolverine.
He doesn't have
level.
Wolverine's healing. That's the
but
thing.
he's
You gotta
super
look at
soldier serum. He's taken bullets before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, but let's look at the. Let's do a SWOT analysis, right?
Sure.
So like, Cap, he's got super strength. He's got enhanced everything. He's like really strong peak physique, technical mind. Sure, he's got all the boxes checked.
Yeah.
To whoop the shit out of Wolverine. Wolverine.
Also, he's got America.
he's got
not
fucking-
Canada.
He's got America.
Yeah.
He's got America.
The heart of America.
Freedom.
Wolverine's just
Got
kind of
Canada.
Wolverine's got Canada.
Hey, yo, what's up, dudes?
That's my South Park impression.
What y'all doing?
That's what we need.
I'm Wolverine.
We need somebody to make a Wolverine in the
Someone make a
in the South Park fight.
Yeah.
South Park.
Talking to the microphone, you idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm Wolverine. Where's Wendigo?
Hate you so much.
Smell my farts, Captain America.
I'm made of metal.
That's
It
hilarious.
makes it sound like I don't love Wolverine. Right?
I
That's what
love
hurts me.
Wolverine.
That's what hurts
Wolverine.
me. I know Captain.
I mean, I
and that's because I
love
love
Captain
Wolverine.
America, though.
Wolverine was my favorite. Wolverine
Yeah.
was my
Everyone's
favorite.
favorite.
And I
You're sitting
know
there
he's
crushing
gonna lose.
Monster Energy drinks, watching
Yeah.
But
Spike
Cap's
TV,
Hell yeah.
loving Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I would say that Wolverine does have more samurai skills. He's probably
got a
I
lot
didn't
of the
think of
martial
that. I
arts
didn't
stuff.
think
he's got better on fighting, but I would say Cap's probably got Krav Maga. He's probably got the military fighting shit.
He's got
You
a
know?
lot of shit. He practices with a lot of people. He trains with a lot of people. He wants to know his shit. He's very Batman-like in that sense, without being a kook.
I forgot. I don't have the knowledge on this. Can adamantium cut through vibranium? Because adamantium
That's
is strong.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
So that's what if
Yes.
Cap is going to be.
It takes a
he's
lot.
going to have to like be reliant on that shield for a while, but he knows at some point it goes away.
But Wolverine has to fight up close. Cap could just be playing it back.
Sure.
but I'm pretty sure the shield is vibranium adamantium mesh. Like it's a.
I just don't know if
combo.
it's stronger.
No, adamantium is number 1.
number one.
Vibranium's number 2. Carbonadium is number 3.
Oh, that was
That's the
Constrictor.
Omega Reds shit.
Yeah, doesn't
fucking love
Constrictor-
Omega
oh, just
Red.
Omega
No,
Red.
because
That was that Russian knockoff metal.
Constrictor had some bullshit up until like the very end where someone was like juicing him up like I'm gonna give you that adamantium shit. And he was like, yeah.
Let's
Pause.
go.
Real quick, and we're going to finish. I want to say this. First thing I do if I write an X-Men comic is I give Colossus adamantium metal. What are we doing? He's just steel. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
that's so dumb.
They
Colossus
never really
should have been-
explained what. I feel like Colossus's metal should be Colossus's metal.
Oh, his
Like,
own?
I don't
Oh,
care.
like that?
I don't
Like
like
a magical
Colosseum
metal?
or something.
Colosseum.
Like
I
it
love
only exists in one place for
That's
Colossus.
how you do it.
But I don't
Yeah,
care if it's as strong as adamantium. I don't care if it's.
I think it should be as strong or as stronger.
It's powered by magic. No, it's
The,
a mutation.
the problem with that is if it's adamantium strong, you can't beat the fucking guy.
Yeah.
yeah, but I kind of want
Well, then you
Colossus
knock
to
him
be
out
really
cold.
fucking tough. And
Me too. I love me some Colossus.
He's so sweet.
yeah, he's such a
He's
good
great in the
guy.
Deadpool movies.
He is
He's
great.
They
great.
nailed him.
He's great.
All
right.
Wait, we got one more thing.
Sure,
I just wanted to
sure,
go on
sure,
with the
sure.
Cap thing. The only person I say who can defeat Captain America, and this is going to be a controversial
I'll punch
take.
you right in the
I'm gonna
face.
quit.
Well, it's the man with the bigger heart, and I think the biggest heart in the Marvel universe is always
Ego.
Spider-Man.
No, all right.
I think if it ever had to come down to those two, I think Spider-Man goes because he is the most heart. Cap is a little military. That makes him a little bit of a dick.
There's the
Cap's
I wasn't
all
ready
heart.
for
Can I give you the
Spider-Verse
difference?
Cap.
And the powers, Spider-Man outpowers Cap.
Right. But Spider-Man's also a little bit of a bitch,
What do you mean he's a
which is
bitch?
part of what he's great.
I
But
hate when people call him whiner man. I get so mad.
Because, no, I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying Captain America's confident as fuck. Spider-Man is not as confident as Captain America.
Yeah,
But
he's not going to think he can beat Cap.
no,
Spidey
yeah.
got that Peter tingle though.
But-
Spidey shows up and Cap's like, I got a Spidey plan.
But if Cap is not doing the right thing, for real,
Yeah, but that's not Cap.
well, if Hydra
Remember
Cap,
when they did that Hydra Cap shit?
Spider-Man,
I swear to God, I almost killed somebody.
it never,
But
that
it fucking
never
hacks.
happened. That
Made it.
never happened.
It
Made
didn't?
a great movie.
No, because I didn't read it, and I will not accept it.
Amen, brother. I will
That
smack.
was kind of lame. Even I read it all the way. It was kind of lame. It was like, oh, well, that was a waste.
There are
Like,
a
it was
few things I don't want.
It ended with nothing happening.
kinda
Great.
Well, that other guy is now,
Hydra
what's
Cap.
his name, right?
something like that.
He's
Yeah,
like-
he's out and he's rogue or something. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares?
Don't
It
get me
was
started.
it should have been
It was
relegated
trash.
to a
Oh,
what if.
Was it
should
as
have been a what
trash
if.
as it looked?
And another thing I just want to throw on the podcast.
Hydra
Weird.
Cap. I kill some motherfucker.
Cap goes back in time in the MCU. I already discussed this, so pretend like you're surprised. Cap goes back in time, lives his life, gets older. Who is he? Mr. Rogers.
I do love it.
Cap becomes Fred Rogers and teaches children about learning. And
He
numbers
goes in
and
the
the
puts his
mailman.
foot in the pool with Falcon. Him and Falcon
Oh.
got their feet in the little waiting pool. Come
Nice.
on, man. Come sit next to me.
Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
There was a Mr. Rogers episode that like broke barriers because it was
What actually happened was there was people down in the South when black kids were trying to share a pool. These psychopaths were throwing like powder acid in the pool
What?
to get the black. Oh, it's like there's pictures of these psychotic
Oh my
rednecks down the South.
God.
So Mr. Rogers, being the fucking lock that he is,
Super-
goes on his television show to the black police officer character. Goes, yo man, it's hot. Why don't you come share this pool with me and put your feet in here and be my friend?
He's the greatest human of all time.
Better than all
Yeah.
of us,
There's only one person who can beat Spider-Man.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr.
Because his heart would go,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I win.
Yeah. No. He,
Not
he
even
would-
Spider-Man go like,
I
nope, just kick me.
No, he would go. He would go. I understand, buddy. You need this win more than I do. And the person would just break down in tears, and he'll go, "Does that count as a win?" All right.
Right.
Or just
And then
Mr. Rogers runs up with the little trolley and just bah!
Yeah.
smacks him over the head.
Trolley just plows
Yeah,
through him.
boom!
I know what. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiger.
Daniel
mauls
Tiger
him.
just mauls her.
He's like, welcome to my neighborhood, bitch.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. It turns out the king of what was that? What was that king?
King Tuesday, King
Oh.
Some shit. It's just the king of Latveria. Anyway. All right.
Great.
That's it.
All right,
Do you have any
guys.
plugs?
Yeah. No. Just
Check out the
follow
rest.
us.
Yeah.
Go on the
Just
Instagram.
plugging everything else. Yeah. Go ahead, Greg. Get him.
No, as I say, if you listen to this podcast and you don't know the Rad Dudecast, if you want more of Greg,
Rad Dude,
check
so
out
funny.
the Rad Dudecast.
So funny.
Funniest podcast.
really-
Also,
it's really good.
Tuesdays with stories.
Wow.
I love. No, I would promote that. I do love.
I
them.
do. They're
I love those
great.
guys. Super funny. Mark and Joe are the funniest.
They're really
Who's
good.
the other guy?
Mark Normand
Mark
and
Normand.
Joe List.
I know
Mark
Joe
Normand,
List. I'm
Yeah.
a big Joe List guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, the other guy. The other guy.
Mark. Yeah.
That'll
Fair
show
enough.
him.
What-
Rad
Motherfucker.
Dudecast. No, just
Call me Uncle
Cerebros.
Joey. I'll kick your fucking ass.
Cerebros
What?
official on YouTube.
Plug.
Cerebros
like-
Pod
Yeah.
on Instagram.
We have all the things.
Yeah, we should probably. talk
Oh,
about
I do want to ask you before we end, and we can
Sure.
decide now. I have a Mezco limited edition
it. Bring it up.
night. I can't reach it. Joe would have
Get
to
it,
reach
Joey?
it. It's a Moon Knight figure
Ooh.
that I was
Thanks.
thinking about. What if I donate it?
To me?
Not to you. I was going to say if someone likes, shares, and we do a raffle for everyone who likes and shares,
Yeah.
we'll pick a name, and,
Yeah.
and then they can win
Oh
this.
my God.
Yeah, it's dope. You're not
Holy
keeping it.
shit.
There's nothing you can do about it, Joe. Don't open the plastic,
Why?
because then it's no longer mint condition.
What are you talking about?
It's
He's right, he's right, he's right.
No, it's
Plastic bag.
unopened. It's unopened.
Okay.
This is the Moon
How do you
Knight.
know it's not good? You can't even look at the fucking thing.
No, seriously. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
So what's the deal? So,
So I was thinking what we could do, and we put it on our thing.
how do you
is-
qualify? You got to do.
So you like, subscribe,
To the YouTube.
share the podcast.
Okay.
I'll put it on Instagram.
All three.
Okay.
You got to do
All
all
through,
three.
and then-
Screen cap.
And when you're not on the screen, because I figured out that's a good idea. But what you do is you then you comment on the post for this,
Yeah.
and we'll pick a winner. And the winner, we just go and make sure they did it. So we'll be like, oh, if you win, and we find out that you didn't subscribe, like we'll get you screen cap it
Wouldn't
after
it
you
be
win.
easier to like tag us and just post it, and then we could just go through the
We'll
posts?
figure it.
No,
it out in the background. We'll get this
No,
going.
No, I did. I thought this all through. So
Okay,
I just want to
great.
say that.
But just to clarify,
Yeah.
I can't have that.
no, you can't
Nope.
have that.
No, you can't. Great.
No, because I'm gonna give it
Well,
away.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take that Gamorrean guard though.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Cerebros.